talk to you a lot about Maria because probably you all see more things that were happening in Puerto Rico and scenes and very disturbing scenes that we were in the island when it was happening because we were in a blackout. So, but you all knew that it has been the most destructive hurricane that has passed in our history. It has a category 5. And yeah, that basically it destroys a lot of infrastructure in the island. More of, I believe like more than the half of people today, like 6 months after Maria, is still without electricity. So you can imagine the difficulties the majority of the people are having in Puerto Rico right now. And the reasons of these hurricanes to happen like at this magnitude is of course the way that we are behaving with the Pachamama, with the Madre Tierra, with the Mother Earth, that we are not relating, not respecting. So yeah, that needs to be changed, of course. So after the Hurricane Maria, the Centro de Apoyo Mutuo in Caguas was born. The 8th day after the hurricane, or well, the 6th day, we were without electricity. The communications were down. We can use the telephone as we use it regularly. So we need to go like back to the roots. We like how the people in the beginning of 20th century they organized things. So we were like looking for the compañeros and compañeras' houses, knocking the door, like, oh, Jose or Giovanni or Maria, are you there? And leaving notes if they were not there, for us to have a meeting to decide what strategy we need to do, political strategy we need to perform after that massive hurricane. Because the state, basically we were living in an anarchical state like for probably like 2 weeks. And when I say anarchical, it's like no powers, so no state powers were like around. That you can be in the freedom to do whatever, But the people were occupied cleaning the carreteras, the streets, from the debris because the government wasn't doing so. They were helping the neighbors putting the roofs of their houses for the water not to get in. They were helping cooking for each other, it's lamentable or it's sad that these things need to happen for us to be so generous, and so solidarity, and the solidarity to spread. But we at the Centro de Apoyo Mutuo, we were like using that momentum, to build something that transcend, that not die until the moment that the government says that the normality, begins. So this is a quote from a very important person to me. He's called Eduardo Galeano. He's an Uruguayan, he died recently. An Uruguayan intellectual, poet, historian. And this thought, for me, is like the philosophy behind the Centro de Apoyo Mutuo. And he says in an interview that he was made, I don't believe in charity, I believe in solidarity. Charity is vertical, so it's humiliating. It goes from top to bottom. Solidarity is horizontal. It respects the other and learns from the other. So we need to be humble, like a lot of activists come from the universities and from the academia, and we are very used to feel that we are like in this space of knowledge, but that ways of thinking and being will not get us anywhere. Actually, with a movement that if we really want to create a movement, a grassroots movement, and give the people or build or help build power to the people, or people's power. So yeah, we are trying our best to remember this stuff like a mantra, repeating it to ourselves to be focused and learn from the other people, from the ama de casas, from the ladies that works in the house, from the retiree, that have different jobs, the maestros, the teachers. So yeah, this is the Centro de Apoyo Mutuo in Caguas. This is like the second day of its from it being born. You can see this is a street that no cars passes there. It used to be a very active area of commercial area for our tiny commercials, not very heavy or big businessmen and women. But when the Centro Comercial, the malls, came to Caguas, like maybe 15 years ago or more, this is like a ghost town. So with the Centro de Apoyo Mutuo, we're like also giving life, to the center of the pueblo, of the city. When we, at the 8th day after Maria, began the Centro de Apoyo Mutuo with the popular kitchen, we thought that we will be serving at least like 50 desayunos, 50 breakfasts, and like maybe 100 lunch. And we thought that because we only pass, we like go around of a block with a speaker in the roof of cars of ours, and saying like, tomorrow we will be serving food, breakfast at 6:30 a.m. until 8 a.m. and lunch from 12 to 1:30. So please pass to Centro Apoyo Mutuo, blah, blah, blah. So we did that like one time, and it was like 7 during the night. So we thought, yeah, we don't give too much promotion, so not too much people will come. Yeah. During the breakfast, 200 people appears, and during the lunchtime, 400. So, yeah, that can give you an idea of how hungry the people were. People that get there tells us like, I've been 3 days without a meal, and that it was like a generalized story. It's not like one or two. It's like a lot of people, do not have any food at all. So yeah, like that was like, wow, like we are doing something that is very needed, and yeah, it was very emotional to like when I go to the groceries.
Where did you get the food if everything was broken down?
That's a good. Thank you. That's a good question. I also, before Maria, I worked with this organization that is called Centro para el Desarrollo Político, Educativo y Cultural, Center for the Political, Educational, and Cultural Development. And we have been having a project that is called Comedores Sociales de Puerto Rico, like social kitchens of Puerto Rico, for 4 years. We were doing basically this popular kitchen, but in the state university campuses. And we do that in 3 campuses. But the main campus, it is the UPR in Rio Piedras. That is the main campus of all the UPR system. So that gives us basically the know-how, how to pop up a kitchen very easily. We have all the stove, we have all the gas gallons, and we have the food. We have like a storage of food for the comedores. So we put it in, in the disposition of the people at that time.